Since the beginning of time, human beings have loved to build. From massive pyramids and statues to entire cities carved into rock or the top of a lofty mountain. When it comes to building incredible structures, past civilizations sure seem to have left their mark. And what better place to kickstart our journey into world history than the 7 new wonders of the world? To find out why they're called the New Wonders, stick around till the end of the video. Welcome to Elite Originals. Number 7. The Great Wall of China. When it comes to this massive stone wall in China, great is probably the biggest understatement. Officially the largest fortification in the world, the Great Wall of China is probably the most iconic symbol of the country. Although it's widely believed to be more than 5,500 miles long, according to other estimates, the actual length of the wall may be a lot higher. In fact, a number of Chinese studies have claimed that the Great Wall actually stretches for more than 13,000 miles. This confusion is due to the fact that the Great Wall is actually made up of distinct and overlapping walls dotted by gates, watchtowers, and lighthouses throughout its stretch. And did you know it'll take you 18 months to walk through the entire length of the Great Wall of China? Even though the wall was initially built to prevent invasions and raids, especially from nomadic nations to the north, it instead served as a tool of political propaganda for successive Chinese emperors and a cultural symbol of pride for the ancient Chinese people. Today, the Great Wall attracts millions of visitors from around the world, making it the most popular and historic tourist attraction of the East. Number 6. Petra Jordan. Nestled among sandstone mountains and towering cliffs lies another fascinating wonder of the world, Petra. Ruins of a lost ancient city, the city of Petra will surely take you back in time, and we mean way back, at least 2,000 years old. Although Petra was once a key metropolis and a thriving trade center of the ancient world, it wasn't until the rule of the Nabateans, an ancient Arab tribe, that the city of Petra became a true economic and cultural powerhouse. Becoming a major center of the global spice trade, did you know the city of Petra once boasted a population of more than 30,000? So you're probably wondering what led to the fall of this monumental city. Well, for that, we have to spin back the wheel of time. With records of its existence dating back to the 4th century BC, the city of Petra began to decay into oblivion when a series of earthquakes hit the city in 363 and 551 AD. Thankfully, it was rediscovered in 1812 by a Swiss explorer named Johann Ludwig Burckhardt. Today, this lost city is Jordan's single most popular tourist attraction and a must-visit for every traveler. Number 5. The Taj Mahal, India. Bringing fairy tales to life, the Taj Mahal is probably one of the most iconic monuments in the world. Built by the great Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, this 42-acre complex is one of the finest examples of classic Mughal architecture. Made of ivory white marble mined in a town in Rajasthan, this magnificent building is located in one of the most historic cities of pre-colonial India, the city of Agra. Roughly translating to the Crown Palace, it's hard not to fall in love with this beautiful Mughal landmark. Studded with semi-precious stones beautifully arranged in geometric shapes and floral patterns, did you know that Taj Mahal is actually a true tribute to love? Commissioned in the memory of the emperor's beloved wife, Mumtaz, it took 16 years and 20,000 workers to build the Taj Mahal. Sadly, the emperor's wife died before the structure was complete, but today her tomb lies within the walls of this domed marble structure. Costing an estimated $1 billion, this white mausoleum is an epitome of symmetry and perfection in design. Soak up the view as you stroll around the beautiful surrounding garden and admire the sunset over this incredible mausoleum of love. In fact, did you know the marble appears to be a different shade throughout the day? From a shade of pink during the wee hours of the morning, dissolving to a tinge of gold at night, this miracle marble is widely regarded as one of the most beautiful historic buildings in the world. Number 4. Christ the Redeemer, Brazil. And now our newest and latest entrant into the list of world wonders, this massive Christ statue is truly jaw-dropping. Probably the most iconic Christ statue in the world. Christ the Redeemer is one of the most famous landmarks of Brazil. Perched on top of the Corcovado mountain, the statue peers out into the country's bustling capital, Rio de Janeiro, and can pretty much be seen from any vantage point in the city. With arms fully outstretched into the city, the Christ statue stands proud and tall at 30 meters high, with its base attached to an 8-meter-high concrete platform. Spreading across an arm span of 92 feet, Cristo Redentor is actually the largest Art Deco monument in the world. Now let's talk a little bit about the historical context behind this colossal Jesus monument. The construction for the statue began in 1926, a time when countries around the world were still recovering from the havoc caused by the First World War. Being a Catholic country at the time, many Christians in Brazil were worried about a looming wave of godlessness engulfing the country. Here's another fun fact. Did you know that larger-than-life Jesus figure has been struck by lightning on more than one occasion? In fact, in 2014, the tip of its right thumb even got damaged during a heavy storm. Being the most recently built wonder of the world, Christ the Redeemer is actually the fourth largest statue of Jesus Christ in the world, offering a truly spectacular view amid lush green mountains and a blue Atlantic coast. Number 3. The Roman Colosseum of Italy. Once the epicenter of the epic Roman Empire, the Colosseum in Italy is a true wonder of the ancient world. Built as early on as the 1st century by Roman Emperor Vespasian, the Colosseum is probably the most fascinating building of all time. Measuring 620 by 5,213 feet, did you know the Roman Colosseum is actually the largest amphitheater ever built in history? Featuring a complex system of vaults, the Colosseum is a true gem of Roman architecture and science. A large playground where the bloodiest of Roman sports were played out for the rich and poor alike, where trained professional gladiators fought themselves to death as the crowds booed and jeered for their favorites. In fact, did you know over 500,000 people died within the Colosseum? Not to mention countless animals, with many species actually becoming extinct. Yet to be fair, it wasn't all blood and gore. The Colosseum was home to other less bloody sporting events, from boxing and archery to magnificent parades and victory processions. The Colosseum was pretty much the heart and soul of ancient Rome. Number 2. Machu Picchu, Peru. Shrouded in dense clouds, Machu Picchu is probably the most legendary archaeological discovery of our time. No wonder millions of tourists from around the world come to Peru every year to be mystified by this ancient site in the world, featuring odd altars and elaborate carvings that give you a little glimpse into the fascinating world of old. Literally meaning the old mountain, this exquisitely preserved city is a genuine doorway into the past. Perched up on a height of 2,400 meters, Machu Picchu is a truly stunning complex of terraces, plazas, homes, and temples that belong to a bygone era. Located near the city of Cuzco in Peru, did you know it wasn't until 1911 that this isolated ancient mountain city was rediscovered by an American archaeologist and politician named Hiram Bingham? A truly breathtaking labyrinth of caves, altars, and stairs. It's not surprising that the ancient city of Machu Picchu was actually built by some of the best stonemasons in history. Believed by some to have been home to the virgins of the sun, ancient women who lived under a lifelong vow of chastity. Others seem to think the site was a key pilgrimage site, or perhaps a lavish royal retreat. Either way, it's a breathtaking reminder of the long-lost Inca civilization and home to some of the most well-preserved pre-Columbian ruins in the world. Number 1. Chichen Itza, Mexico. No trip to Mexico is complete without a visit to the ancient city of Chichen Itza, one of the largest Mayan cities ever built. Chichen Itza is a true testament to the abilities of its ancient inhabitants, the Mayans. Masters of astronomy, as well as the science of constructing massive pyramids. Mayans were probably the greatest architects of their time. Deeply fascinated by the movement of stars and other celestial objects, did you know that many of the city structures were purposefully built to track celestial events from Earth? Not only that, but buildings were made to coincide precisely with the spring and winter equinox. Pretty cool, right? And that's it for the 7 new wonders of the world. We bet you can't wait to experience their magic for yourself. Now, as promised, we'll tell you what makes these wonders of the world new. So in 2000, a new list of world wonders was compiled by a Swiss company, with millions of votes coming in from around the world. A list of the 7 new world wonders was finally here. Let us know in a comment below which wonder of the world you want to see first. And for more fun and interesting videos like this one, don't forget to hit that bell button on your way out.